Hey guys, so it's been 2 weeks since Sublocade, and I said I would check in weekly what's going on with it and how I'm feeling. Uh, the complaint I got, the grievance from my last video was it's too long. So, I mean, I guess because that was the opening video, and I just want to kind of put things down and what my intentions are here. So this one I will make shorter. So it's been 2 weeks. The shot definitely looks better. It's kind of just a little marble in my belly, right next to my belly button. It was like swollen and bruised, and just felt funny, like when I would touch it. But now it's just like a little ball. I try and squeeze it and stuff just to feel around, but I'm worried I'm gonna pop it or something. But I don't think you can do that. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I feel fine. I don't even know I'm on it. There are moments where I get like this angst and like the leg feeling. So for those of you that don't know, with opiate withdrawal, it attacks your legs. You get restless leg, and you get this like impending doom angst feeling, like something's wrong. What's wrong? Something's wrong. But when you're in withdrawal and symptomatic, it's like heinous. It's horrendous. I got that like for a few minutes, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, and then it goes away. So what I learned, I've been watching a lot of doctors doing posts and stuff on it and what they're learning and stuff. And so what I found out is the first month is fickle. The shot can be flaky. What it's doing is it's trying to figure out, like, calibrating and figuring out what your body's needing. So I can feel that happening. It's not like uncomfortable or like I'm in withdrawal. It's just there, and then it goes away. So it didn't lead me to like, thought become action, right? It just had me sitting here thinking like, why am I feeling this way? I'm on maintenance. And then it went away. It wasn't hard enough that I, did anything, because like, let's put it this way. For an addict, you have a thought, right? And then that's called your pre-relapse, and thought becomes action, right? And then your action becomes a habit. So what, like therapists and people helping with SUD, substance use disorder, is getting the addict to stop at the thought. I've learned that, when I have a thought, I kind of just find it humorous, because to me, it's like having a little demon that tells me, heroin, 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 that's the solution. But I've learned to stop that from turning into action. So when these things are happening, as the Sublocade shot is calibrating and finding its happy medium, I kind of just sit back and wait to see what happens next. So yeah, that has happened. Other than that, there's a little constipation, and that is typical for any opiate. Anybody who, knows opiates knows that you don't have bowel movements. When you're in active addiction with heroin or fentanyl, Percocet, Vicodin, OxyContin, not to be too graphic, but it's like rabbit droppings, and you're like breaking a sweat trying to pass them. So with the Sublocade, it's very little. I kind of just try and put fiber in my diet. Bran flakes, oatmeal, total, anything that has fiber, because what's it called, like any kind of like comfort med, as far as like laxative or anything, doesn't work. It's not strong enough. You have to actually eat something that will help a bowel movement when you're on an opiate. So yeah, the constipation is very light. It's not anything uncomfortable. Usually you get aches and pains in your bowels, but there's none of that going on. It's just, sometimes I just, don't have a bowel movement, so I'll eat some bran flakes or oatmeal, and that helps. It does. So I'm comfortable, physically. Um, there isn't any withdrawal. I don't feel uncomfortable. I have an appointment with my doctor on Thursday to discuss when I'm getting my next shot. So I'm definitely going to make a video after that, after meeting him and seeing what he has to say. So that's the physical. That's the only physical. That little bit of leg stuff and the little angst. None of the nausea, stomach aches, sweating, broken thermostat, hot and cold. None of that's going on. I don't feel anything like that. Mentally, I don't want to say there's cravings because it doesn't feel like a craving. It's almost just a thought. But then, quickly diminished by, oh yeah, I'm on Sublocade. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm freshly sober again. I did have a lot of time. I did suffer a loss and a tragedy that led me to relapse. And I'm only at like 50 days, 50, 60 days. So having thoughts and cravings are going to be completely norm right now. But the Sublocade helps because when the thought comes, it's quickly diminished by I'm on a blocker. So I don't crave it. I don't lust over it like I used to, but I do think about it. So what doctors are saying and what I'm hearing is when I get my second shot, that's when even keel hits. That's when happy medium comes. So for right now, it's peaks and valleys, man, like peaks and valleys, but not peaking enough, to push me, to do anything I shouldn't do. I'm living in a recovery house with 5 or 6 other guys, and I'm going to an IOP, an intensive outpatient, 3 to 4 times a week where I do groups and I do trauma therapy and there's a doctor available, and it's great to have when you're newly in recovery. So I go in there and I share and I talk and it helps. I'm also doing AA and NA, but I'll do that on another video. We'll talk about that. So cravings, desire, wanting to use, pre-relapse, it seems to all be mellow, mellow. I don't want to say it's gone or not there. It's there, but Sublocade's really stopping it from turning into anything. I'm comfortable. I feel good. I have no complaints so far on week 2. I can definitely say that it's not as heavy as it was in week 1. In week 1, I did feel like I was on a couple Suboxones. Now I just feel, you don't want to say normal, right? Because normal is a setting on a dryer. I feel just regular. My body's acting regular. My mind's acting regular. I'm not, impulsive or acting out or mood swings. None of that's going on. I just feel, on even ground. So that's it for week 2. And I will continue to make videos of this. And I'm going to make some other videos of what my, what my journey's been like and about my loss and, what heroin addiction has led me to. I'll share that with everybody. So listen, don't suffer. Don't be a masochist and enjoy the pain. You don't deserve it. Find a way to feel good again. Life is about the pursuit of happiness and what you want out of it. Be good to yourself. You deserve it. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. The world can be an indecent place. And as an addict, I can tell you, love heals. So be good to yourself and others. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. God bless.